So I thought I'd just give a quick tutorial of how to put together a hexaflexagon using the PDF that I've provided, just in case that helps anybody get one of these constructed. You're going to need some scissors to cut it out. You're going to need either some tape or maybe paste or glue if you'd like. I'm going to build it with tape today, but basically we're going to end up with something that looks kind of like this, right? So of course the first thing you need to do is cut it out. So I've chosen to put together the double wide one. You can do the single strip instead if you prefer. The double wide one just makes it a little bit stronger, a little bit sturdier when you're folding and unfolding it. And there's also this extra little triangle out here at the edge. That's for helping us get things aligned at the end. And especially if you have like glue or paste, you can glue this triangle to the other matching one that we need on the other end. Since I'm using tape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep it there so that I can show you how to get aligned. And then I'll cut it off and tape the two end triangles together. So since we're making this thing double wide, now what I need to do is fold right along the dotted line in the middle to try to get the two sides lined up. And then once you've got a fold that you're happy with, you want to give it a pretty good crease. Maybe run a nail over it or a pen or something like that. And then at this stage, now that we're down to that strip, or like I said, if you wanted to use just the single strip instead of the double thickness one, now you'd have something like this. And basically, an easy way to go wrong is to not give the correct folds on these dotted lines. If you look really carefully, there's two different kinds. There's sort of the dot dash kind running in this direction, and then there's a straight dashed line running in the opposite direction. And those folds are going to be different. We're going to do some mountain folds. We're also going to do some valley folds. And the ones going in each direction are going to be always the same. So for example, I'm going to do valley folds for all the ones that are dot dashes, and I'm going to do mountain folds for all the ones that are just dashed lines. So if I do a valley fold, then what I should be doing is putting this triangle exactly on top of the one next to it. And then give it a pretty good crease. And since I did a valley fold, right, so it looks like a valley, then I want to do a mountain fold for the next one. And again, I can get those triangles lined up. Make a good crease. And now I'm back to doing a valley fold. So I got to fold the other way. And so each time you're going to alternate, and so you can keep doing the rest of the folding. So once you've got it all folded, then again, what you should have is the same kind of folds for each of the matching dotted lines. And again, like valley folds for each of the dot dash lines. And at this stage, now what we need to do is basically fold it up and turn it into a hexagon shape. It's pretty easy to get that wrong, but if you've done the valley and mountain folds, then essentially letting it fold itself will help you get into the right place, right? So I can sort of let this piece fold under and let this piece fold over, and then let this piece fold down. And now you can see I've got that extra triangle that perfectly matches up with one from the other side. If you take a look, basically you should never have like a strip that goes all the way across, right? And so I'm going to want to put it on the outside here, and then I'll have that nice hexagon shape. Or if you're using glue or something like that, you can put glue on it and then shove it inside if you're doing the double wide version. That's a nice way to do it too. But basically once you've got that, then you want these two end triangles to be taped together, right? So I'm going to cut off that extra little bit now that I've got it lined up. And now what I want to do is tape those two triangles together, right? This flappy bit and the one on the other side. So ideally I will get the tape on both sides So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from what I think of as like the interior wall. So I'll put some on this side, and then I want to make sure that it gets to the inside flap here, so that those two triangles are taped together, right? So you should be able to sort of look inside, right, at where the tape is. And then I want to tape the other side too. I'll put some tape here. And now I've got those two triangles taped together, and there's my hexaflexagon. But the cool thing about this shape, and part of why I want you to take some time to build one of these, is because of the folding and flexing, right? So right now I've got this nice flat shape, but if I pinch on one side and fold in the middle, I can unfold it and get to another piece, right? And I can do it again. I can fold and unfold. And that stuff basically should sort of do itself. You shouldn't have to force it. It should be something where you can sort of pinch and then unfold from the middle as many times as you'd like. So hopefully that helped out, and I look forward to hearing what you guys come up with.